Please,
Did
wipe your
Miss
feet on the
Rucker
mat
have any
before
other
entering,
requests I could
please. The White Spring is in shambles. A mess. How can I clean that which continues to dirty itself? Oh, these responders have gone too far. The better question is, what is right? Everything has run amok. Chaos. Chaos. The responders have taken over the White Spring. Imagine all of the dirty footprints on the carpet. Dust all over the tables. The horror.
Well, I shall certainly see what I can do about that.
I am but a humble servant of the White Spring Resort, dedicated to greeting each guest with pleasantries and candor. Or I was, back when our guests had class and decorum. It's some sort of relief effort for all of the refugees in and around Appalachia. If only there was a relief effort for my stress. That would be the enigmatic Orlando. They oversee the White Spring and are allowing the responders to stay here.
There's no problem too
If
big
you
to
see
solve.
anything that requires attention, do let me know.
We're lucky these responders will have us. I won't do them the disservice of asking why.
Hey, sport. You wouldn't happen to be handy with an electro-compression spanner? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you aren't. I invented the thing. Sorry to put you on the spot, kid. I'm Skippy Rorich, but you can call me Skip, Ro, Skippo, or whatever else you fit. I'm here on behalf of the Union. We're a band of loose-knit freedom fighters from the Pitt up north. We're looking to get our home back from a group of raiders called the Fanatics, hoping Appalachia has some help to offer in that. The Pitt is, well, it used to be Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Now it's something else entirely, overrun by all manner of nasty. But it's our home, and we want to win it back, clean it up, and make it livable again. Oh, don't worry about that thing. Barely works anyway. Silly to bring it up. Oh, we're past the electro spanner. Consign it to the dustbin of history. I'm moving on to the hydrolo spanner. Much higher ceiling on that one. Whoa, alrighty then. Fair enough, kid. Friend. Fair enough. I'll watch my tongue from now on. The Pit is... well, hit along, skip it. Why, naturally, I would be. And I'll tell you everything you want to know. The Union is our grand experiment in human decency in the Pit. All the people working together to rebuild a place that most say ain't worth rebuilding. We fight the Fanatics, the Ferals, and any other awful thing that stands to hold back progress in the Steel City. And there are a lot of those. Well, you know, we used to be a trade union before the war. A lot of us are holdovers from those days, old factory hands. Sticking together now like we did then. But we take all kinds, so long as they share the goal of winning back our foul city and making it fair again. That mix makes us a rowdy bunch, but it's also our secret sauce. Our eclectic minds think of things our enemies wouldn't imagine. So we stay one step ahead or even an inch ahead, but that's enough to keep us in the game. The Union is back for more of this. Why, naturally, I would be happy to share my wisdom with you. Quite frankly, because the odds are stacked against us. We represent civilization in the Pit. Most folks up there have put that by the wayside, given in to their animal instincts. We want our home back, but if the Fanatics unite the Pit, they'll start marching elsewhere. That's trouble for Appalachia. Trouble for you. If that ain't motivation enough, well, I'll make it worth your while. Don't you worry. War breeds innovation. If there's one thing we have, it's that. We can build you all manner of fighting gear. Guns, grenades, armor, you name it. It'll be yours if you give us your aid. I'm the Union's inventor, quartermaster, and coordinator. I'm the brain guy. I use the know-how in this dome here of mine to help the kids in the field in any way I can. Sure thing. Can I? Of course. Will I? Also, of course. It's hell. What else can I say? What the bombs didn't level, the fanatics finished off. The air is choked with soot, the water is undrinkable, and the rads sear your skin like the sun of the Sahara. Then you'll be happy to join us on our frequent sojourns there, I take it. Before the war? Well, it wasn't a paradise, but still a sight to behold. The Steel City, we called it. A center of industry, making anything you can imagine. When the war rolled around, we built weapons, munitions, vertibirds, power armor, robots. I suppose that's what made us a target, and left us what we are now. The fanatics are a bunch of sadists, is what they are. They bill themselves as a confederation and say they take all comers for who or what they are. That's nonsense, of course, just an empty slogan, used to sucker in more labor for the mills. All right. Twist my arm, why don't you? Only been good at one thing in my life, and that's building things, so that's what I do. People call me a mad scientist. I built my fair share of oddities, but innovation takes risk. Parachutes sound crazy too, but they work. I'm lucky to have the time I have left after what I've been through. I'm not gonna waste it playing safe. Well, I'm a Pittsburgh man through and through. Daddy worked the steel mills hard, but I took a different route, tinkering for an armaments firm. This may surprise you, but I did everything by the book back then. Everything done to spec. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Life was stable, but boring as hell. I didn't really start living until after the bombs. They woke me up good. One good thing about making weapons of war for Uncle Sam is that they build those manufactories to last. The plant I worked in may as well have been a bunker, like one of those Vault-Tec vaults the Richies built themselves. When the bombs came down, enough stood standing to keep us lucky few alive. What came after? The Rads, the Ferals, the Fanatics. That was a real test. Well, now, you ever heard of a pterodactyl? Old creature, massive wingspan. Big wingspans intrigue me. We won't be building new vertibirds anytime soon, so I was thinking we need a replacement. Tired of hearing about? Oh, anytime, my friend.
Check in with the medics if you're feeling under the weather.
Please seat yourself.
I don't believe we have met before. I'm Esme Rousseau. Oh, me? Of course. What would you like to know?
My friends didn't want to join up with me. Said the
Oh,
responses sounded like
well, I've loved cooking for as long as I can remember. My papa was an amazing chef in France, and together we would cook meals for Maman. Dinner time was our favorite time together. I had dreams of owning my own restaurant one day. But alas, that was not in the cards for me. However, I do so enjoy making food for everyone here at the refuge. I like to think that my meal bring a touch of humanity back into the world. I spent so long just trying to survive all by myself. And then I heard about the White Spring opening its doors to refugees. I knew the responders here would have many mouths to feed, and I had missed cooking for other people oh so much. I figured it would be as good of a way as any to spend my time. Besides, it's such a lovely place, is it not? So luxurious. Life feels truly worth living again, now that I have a home and people to cook for.
boy, is it tiring.
Oh, My absolute favorite is bœuf bourguignon. My papa and I would always make it together on cold winter days. It warms my heart and soul. Perhaps if one were to braise the venison in red wine before adding it to the stew. Of course! It is such a... Oh, Orlando? What a sweet person that one is. I love what they're doing here at the White Spring, allowing us all into their home. I feel so blessed to be welcomed here as the chef. I absolutely adore having... I've never met anyone quite like him. So very interesting, no? I am so glad that he helped lead all these people away from the pit. It sounds like such a terrible place to live. I hope that they can find some respite here at the refuge.
But butlers? Is this a refuge or a palace?
No one here works harder than Rucker. If I didn't chase her down, I don't think she would ever eat. She's truly a wonderful person who devotes her time and energy to helping other people feel safe. Au revoir.
Always make sure to boil your water.
Rucker wants us sober on the job. I think we can make this place home for a lot of people. Yourself included.
It's been sunny all week. I love it here.
Sorry, now's not a good time. I wouldn't want to be Rucker.
What?
I never thought a single person could be spread so thin.
Who I am doesn't matter. I'm just here to keep an eye on things for Meg. Nothing but a problem. All it's doing is encouraging new people to come to Appalachia. Sickly people. If they're too weak to make it on their own, then maybe they shouldn't be the ones to survive.
It's nice to see people around and responders use one. Orlando's very charming, but to be honest with you, I'm not really sure.
I heard a bunch of nerds arguing over comic book heroes yesterday. Aren't there more important things to worry about?
Well, hello. Do you like Nuka-Cola? Don't be silly. Of course you do.
An abundance of trinkets for sale, available for your perusal. Well, maybe not an abundance.
Nothing cleans the gears like an ice-cold Nuka-Cola.
Well, hello there, stranger. Sophie Wagner, pleased to meet you. Why, this is the refuge. Headquarters of the Responders. These ones, anyway. I hear some other folks might be using the name, too. But these are the ones I know about. And joined. And work for. You get it. So, these are the Responders as far as I'm concerned.
One of the other initiates said I reek of desperation.
Oh, sorry. I get you now. Well, right now, I'm just getting things in order to take in donations. The refuge always needs more stuff. You know, food, clothes, whatnot. Stuff people need. Hoping folks will want to help out. Rucker says you can't just have people dumping things any old place, so I'm getting organized first. Rucker likes things organized. Well, what the heck? You're gonna have to narrow it down there. Something specific you wanted to know?
There's a chest set
Take
around
care
here.
of people, silly. Lots of folks out there ain't got enough to eat or a place to sleep or are sick. It's rough out there, you know that. Here at the refuge, they can get some of what they're missing. Rutger's making sure of it. We're making sure of it. Maybe so. Doesn't mean it's not worth trying. You're looking at it all wrong, though. You don't try to save everyone, you save individuals. Help enough people, and there's more people to help out others. You build trust, you build compassion, and you build community. That's what sees us all through this.
Robot butlers? Is this a refuge or a palace?
Didn't we go over this? I'm getting us prepped.
Just a little longer, Ellison.
No worries.
Everything you have to offer.
How personal are we talking?
Sorry, I'm not much for conversation.
Who, me? Oh, I'm not that interesting. Came here from Kentucky. Wanted to see more of the world. I had a pretty happy childhood. We had a whole commune. All the kids raised together, so I had like 24 siblings and lots of parents. Got here, heard about the responders, and thought, that's for me. It's like my mom's always said, when everybody pitches in, there's nothing we can't do together. Oh yeah, out in the woods, pretty remote. Whole bunch of us. Great place to grow up. They said it was set up before the bombs by some folks who refused to fight in the war. Conscientious objectors, you know. People thought they were communists, so they decided to get away from it all and build something for themselves.
Said the responders sounded like too much work.
Collective parenting. Instead of like individual families, everybody treated the community as one big family. So the adults were all parents to all the kids, you know. I had lots of dads and moms, and every kid there was my sibling. It was a very loving environment, and we were happy. It wasn't until I left that I found out that wasn't normal. True story. The way y'all do it seems pretty weird to me. No problem. You know where to...
Need anything?
Check in with the medics if you're feeling under the weather.
I could really use a drink. But Rucker wants a sober...
I've been watching that vertebrate like a hawk. Okay, maybe I got distracted for a minute. Just a minute.
Allison's a good kid. But that Brotherhood gig of his isn't going to make him any money.
I was out scavenging for food earlier. Only got attacked by scorched once.
I think I heard a Protectron bark the other day. Am I going crazy?
At a Victorium Knight Errant, do you need me to do anything for you? I could carry your things for you. Really, anything. Just say the word, I'll jump.
This place could stand to have some cash.
Shoot. I mean, shoot as in ask me something. Don't fire at me. Me? Well, I'll try to answer whatever I can. My story? I'm not very interested if that's what you're asking. I was born in Louisiana, but I hardly remember it. We moved to West Virginia when I was really young. Me, my mom, and my brother. He stayed behind to help my mom on the farm, and I went off to join the Brotherhood. I knew I had to do it. I was chasing that dream, you know? But I still feel guilty leaving the two of them behind. Mama was so proud of me, though. Made me feel proud of myself. In all honesty, I'm a bit of a fish out of water, but I hide it as best I can. Eager? I didn't realize it was so obvious. Look, all my life I dreamed of doing something more than tending some Brahmin in the field in West Virginia. I wanted something more, and the Brotherhood of Steel is that something more to me. When I saw Night Shin first approach me, laser rifle drawn, now that's awe-inspiring. Makes your heart pound. Who wouldn't want to be a part of that? Sure thing. Ask away. Ultra what? I'm not sure I know what you're talking about. No one briefed me on this. Battery cells? Forget the stupid vertibird. This is what I should be looking into. Oh no, we come from California. It was a long trek over here, from what I heard. Oh no, not at all. Someday, I will be. I'm trading to be a scribe. You won't find scribes decked out in power armor. And even if I wasn't, I'm still an initiate. It would be impractical to waste your best tech on, well, a new recruit. Oh! I'll tell you what I can. But keep in mind, I guess I could share that information. You know, brotherhood to brotherhood. Scribe Valdez sent me here. I'm just keeping tabs on the place. Nothing too important. Just keeping my eyes on that vertibird. What are they using it for? Ha! Well, not really. Rucker's nice and all, but every time she looks at me, she looks like she's in pain. Could be chronic illness. Giuseppe's okay. I know he's got that whole salesman act going on, but he's actually a pretty cool guy. Reads a lot. Knows quite a bit about the world. Skippy's nice and all, but his inventions all look like alien probes to me. Orlando's probably the biggest enigma of them all. I don't know anything about them. They seem nice enough, but I always feel like they're hiding something from me. And I get the impression they just tolerate me. I feel like I could be out of the door to White Spring any minute. Oh, you mean Rucker's people? They're all right, I guess. I'd say they do a lot of good for the people of Appalachia, but there's hardly enough of them around anymore for everything that needs to get done. Between you and me, they'd probably be a lot more useful if they just got absorbed into the Brotherhood. They may have good aims, but they don't have the resources to do it. Meanwhile, the Brotherhood is making amazing strides every day. You're not gonna tell. Please don't. Sure.
I heard a bunch of nerds arguing over comic book heroes yesterday. Aren't there more important things to worry about?
Cleaning this place up, actually.
There's a lot of supplies here that look right for the picking.
Wines are sold by the glass, bottle, and case.
Management will be pleased to hear of all the activity here.
I heard about what happened.
Well, hello, darling. A pleasure to meet another guest of our fine establishment. I am Orlando, your host and management liaison. If you'll pardon me for just one moment, that will be all. Please give my regards to Ms. Rucker. If you are here for leisure, I regret to inform you that our regular resort activities are temporarily unavailable. However, if you are here for the refuge and the fine work of the lovely responders, I am delighted to welcome you on their behalf. Ah, perhaps you have not heard. The White Spring is now home to the refuge, a place of safety and care for all in need. The refuge is being run by the responders, individuals committed to the well-being of their fellows. They founded the refuge in response to new waves of refugees coming to Appalachia, people in great need of help. Food, medical care, clothing, a place to sleep. All of these are available for those who need them. Of course, dear. The owners of the White Spring itself. The resort, hotel, golf course, all of it. Very much still alive, I assure you, though regrettably unable to oversee affairs in current circumstances. As such, now that we have new guests, they have sent me in their stead to take care of things as needed. I couldn't be more pleased to do so. A delicious opportunity to be of help and meet fascinating people such as yourself. Anyone in need of help, yes. You appear more well off than our usual guests, though, if I may say so. Less bedraggled than those poor souls. Armed. The refuge exists primarily to serve those who cannot help themselves. The starving, the sick, the homeless. There is a clinic, a kitchen, beds, recreational facilities, all manner of care to be found here. I'm so pleased to be able to...
Potatoes here taste amazing. So
Darling, I am entirely at your disposal. As I've said, I am the management liaison. In addition, on behalf of the management, I arrange for the provision of certain material aid to the responders. They still have substantial resources and generously offer to share them to support their noble efforts. No, not by any prior arrangement. Perhaps you visited us before. I must apologize for the state you found it in, if so. Regular operation of the facilities had been stopped, of course, due to a lack of guests. Only the robotic staff remained. The responders, believing it abandoned, took up residence, a completely understandable occurrence, of course. With new and worthy occupants, the management felt it wholly appropriate that it find a new purpose, and sent me. Until such time as the world needs leisure resorts again, the White Spring is happy to support the refuge. Darling, you must understand, a place like the White Spring had, indeed still has, very wealthy people behind it. As was always the case, the truly wealthy had advantages the common people, such as you and I, lack. As for the White Spring itself, the staff of top-of-the-line robotic servants, security, and maintenance allowed it to weather the worst. Me? Have I beguiled you already, dear? I appreciate the flattery, of course. You must allow me to retain some mystery for now, though. I wouldn't want you to lose interest. Perhaps we can talk more some other time. Of course, dear. What a wonderful thing for you to ask, darling. I knew there was something special about you from the moment I saw you.
That's a step up.
As it happens, the responders are looking for volunteers to assist them in a particular outreach effort. Those industrious wonders have repaired a vertibird to full working order and are using it to make contact with more distant settlements. They've made allies with people in Pittsburgh. The locals call it the Pitt now, who seem to be in dire need of outside assistance. If you don't mind me saying so, you look like you can handle yourself. You might be just who they're looking for. They call themselves the Union. Something of a resistance movement, I understand, against more aggressive forces. One of their representatives is currently staying with us. Judging by what I've heard, it's an accurate one, sadly. Pittsburgh was bombed quite severely during the war. The poor individuals still living there have renamed it to better reflect its dreadful circumstances. Indeed, isn't that marvelous? They salvaged it and painstakingly repaired it. It's fully functional now. I was very pleased to be able to contribute to this effort in my own small way. If you wish to see it, it resides on the... Well, they'll be better able to explain the details, but I believe their contacts in the pit are in something of a desperate situation, it seems, against a dangerous enemy. I hate the thought of you putting yourself in such danger, but it does appear to be for a good cause. Oh, you're terribly brave, aren't you, dear? Imagine if we all had such courage. Now, darling, before anybody bundles you off, the first thing you should do is introduce yourself to some of the responders. I just so happen to know a few in need of more local assistance, and helping them will earn you the other thing you'll need. That other thing, of course, being the ultrasight battery cells, which fuel the vertibird. Ultracells, if you prefer. Why, from me, of course. Rather, from the management via me, that is. When management heard the responders were restoring the vertibird, they wished to help. They provided the ultracells, and I suggested them to the responders as an alternative means of fueling the vertibird. Per management instructions, I distribute a quantity to certain individuals regularly. Management feels this encourages collective decision-making rather than stockpiling. I'm sure they'd be willing to part with them in exchange for your aid. I could not possibly speak to your experience, dear. It sounds remarkable to make such discoveries. All I can tell you is that the management provides them for the I might wager that whomever was behind the ultracell you discovered likely shared similar contacts with management at some point, but who can say?
My friends didn't want to join up with me. Said the responders sounded like too much work. Wonder what they're doing now.
My dear, you must understand, much as I would like to, my responsibilities do not permit me to do so. I am but a humble employee of the management, and I distribute their resources as instructed to the letter. I hope you will not begrudge me my loyalty. I find myself quite fond of you already. In an ideal world, darling, I'm sure they would. Sadly, this is not that world, and any reticence on their part is understandable. I don't want to speak for the responders, but I believe they may also see this as more for their union friends than for themselves. Your assistance with their more immediate concerns will ensure everyone benefits. Isn't that a good outcome? Our lovely Ms. Rucker is the closest thing to a leader the refuge has, though I believe she's less than comfortable with the title. You can find her in their headquarters, beyond the dining area. The darling chef, Miss Rousseau, needs some assistance in the kitchen, I hear. And Ms. Wagner, over in the common area, is looking for donations. I'm sure your generosity will be well rewarded. Wonderful! When you are finished with each of them, I recommend you speak with Mr. Skippy Rorich, the Pitt Union representative. I imagine he'll want to discuss the situation in the pit with you before you embark. Do feel free to visit me at your leisure if you wish to chat. I have an office in the management wing. You can't miss it.
How are the folks at Foundation doing? If I wasn't so busy, I'd do a visit sometime. All these supplies. I think I really do so much.
Hey, you're back. Rucker's put me in charge of running a bit of a donation drive. Have you met Rucker? It might surprise you to know, an operation like this, we work hard to keep things in stock, and that funny Orlando character does their best to help out as well, but, well, we still have shortfalls. So here I am, asking generous folks such as yourself to help us fill in those gaps and keep the refuge running. Let me check my notes. You would not believe how fast we've been going through our stash of steel scrap. It's been nuts. 50 units, if you have it, would go a long way. That's okay. Come back if you're ready to donate.
Wish the responders would tidy up a bit.
Glad to see you've returned. You do? Amazing. Thank you so much. This is going to be a big help. It just so happens I got a little something for you as a reward for your generosity. Rucker set aside some ultrasight battery cells that can spare you from the ones the White Spring management doles out. Fancy a vertibird trip? They're not much use for anything else, but I got a feeling you're gonna need them. See? Mutual aid. Everybody wins. Thanks so much for the help. Drop by again. If I know Rucker, I'll be looking for something new every day. Take care of yourself.
Always make sure to boil your water before you drink it.
The water here's a little bland. Not enough rags to give it flavor.
Sunny all week. I love it here.
Bonjour! My name is Esme Rousseau. We've had some representatives from Foundation and Crater come here seeking assistance with the recent influx of refugees. I thought that we could help them out by providing some food for their people. I've started a pot of venison and potato stew, one of my newest creations. Would you be able to help me finish it? How wonderful! I can't wait to whip up something delicious for everyone! The stew requires potatoes, venison, salt, black pepper, and carrots. The ingredients can be found in our storage area. Your job is to grab the ingredients and put them in before the stew burns. Super! Let's have you start by stirring the stew, which will help keep it from burning. Remember to continuously stir during the cooking process.
I was out scavenging for food earlier. Only got attacked by scorched once.
Fantastique! Let's get the first of the ingredients and prepare them. You're looking for carrots,
Please seat
potatoes,
yourself.
and the
A waiter
resistance,
will be with you shortly.
My friends didn't want to join up with me. Said the responders sounded like too much work.
It's been so long since I've had food with actual flavor.
dash of this. And something good of that.
Please
Perfection.
seat yourself. A waiter will be with you shortly.
This is smelling delicious. Let's add more flavor with some salt and pepper now. I could really use a drink.
worker wants us sober on the job.
Shitting the meds coming in tomorrow.
Potatoes here taste amazing. So fresh. And only a few rats.
A safe haven filled with people trying to help others?
It feels like I've died and gone to nothing.
Superbe! Now that your stew is done, it is time to add your own special touch. A restorative element? How inspired! Delicious and useful. I am sure whoever you choose to give it to will be very appreciative. Here is your finished stew. Now, it is time to feed some of the hungry. I believe you can find the raider and settler representatives in the bar area. You must make a choice, since there is not enough to feed everyone, I'm afraid. I'll do my best to gather more ingredients so that we can cook again another time.
Can't believe we got a vertibird. That's a step up in the world if I've ever seen one.
Please have a seat.
Are you at the refuge? We've got people going. A stew that can both...
It's been sunny all week. I love it here.
I think I heard a Protectron bark the other day. Am I going crazy? There's times you gotta accept the cards you're dealt. Learn to make the best of it.
My friends.
How are the folks at Foundation doing? If I wasn't so busy.
Well, seems like timing is one of your strong suits. Look, I can stitch up a gash with the best of them. But Appalachia, well, she can do a lot worse than cut us open. Got a lot of folks here with sickness we don't understand, and injuries we don't know how to treat. What we need more than anything is know-how. So I propose we trade. What I got that I don't need, for what you need that you don't got. I've heard you're looking ahead into the pit, and the only safe way out of Appalachia is that metal bird Lennox has perched up on the roof. And what keeps her in the air are those ultrasight cells Orlando keeps locked up. So, that's the deal. You bring back medical information that'll help me figure out how to help these folks, and I'll get you all the juice you need. Hope you don't mind a trip over to Cranberry Bog. So, what do you say? Nice. Anything you're able to find, go ahead and bring it back to our lead medic.
The work I do is extremely rewarding. But boy, is it tiring.
Everything is too clean here. Time to dirty it up.
I think I heard a Protectron bark the other day.
This wanton robot tried to give me a haircut before running off. It's a shame. I can't get at the back by myself.
That'd sure make my job easier.
You guys a little crazy, but can't help but like him.
Watoga Emergency Medical Services is here to help.
Crimes aren't going to solve themselves. Move out!
Rucker said you were helping us out. Hope you got some good news about those patient care instructions. Follow-up care, wound care, oxygen concentrations. These instructions have it all.
There's a lot of supplies.
Getting this here means so much. Thank you. From all of us.
Oh, they've really gotten some help here.
Hey there, sport. What brings you back my way? That's right, looking for someone to help us take the fight to the fanatics. Surprised we got a taker, actually. You are interested, right? The Union's back's against the wall. We're doing our best to hold off the fanatics. Keep them from taking everything. Occasionally, we win some small victories, but not a lot. Got a couple of situations back there right now where an extra hand might tip things in our favor, at least for now. I don't want to call it mercenary work, but I'm not gonna lie. You'll be going there to fight. Fantastic. Thanks for coming by, Rucka. Looks like we got a volunteer to take a trip out to the pit.
We've met. Had a feeling you might be up for this when you came by earlier. Guess I was right.
Figured you should be involved, if we're gonna borrow your plane.
Don't let Lennox hear you call it a plane. She takes it personally. Anyway, sure thing. I guess you've already got all the ultra cells you need. I know you've got mine. Sophie and Esme tell me you helped them out too, so I expect you got theirs as well.
No can-do, sport. I'll go back one day, but right now, I'm not young enough to be much use on the front lines anymore. Great. This means a lot to the Union. I'll make sure you're well rewarded for it. I might have some other things I need help with here in Appalachia, too. I'll let you know. Good luck up there. We're counting on you.
Been a long time coming, but the responders are back. For good this time.
Repairs will be completed shortly. Thank you for your patience. Pardon our dust.
Whoa, hey, now you look interesting. What's up? I'm Lennox. First place we checked out after we got the old girl working again. Far enough to prove her out, close enough for our fuel. The city's in bad shape. Real bad. Of course, I only saw it from the sky, mostly. I stay with the bird and leave the hiking to others. They only shot at us a little when we flew over, not too bad. Nothing she can't handle. We got a safe LZ now, so that shouldn't happen again. Probably. Fully fueled up, she'll get us there, no problem. Us and any friends you want to bring along. And back, in case you were worried about that. Unless someone hits us with an RPG or something. I'm like, 85% sure that won't happen. Yeah, right on. About time we made another trip out there. I mean, me and my girl here. You haven't been, I guess. Ruckus said somebody'd be coming by. Guess you're it. If you're all set, I'm ready when you are. Assuming you got the ultrasight battery cells for this beauty. I'm a miracle worker in the sky, but even I can't make a fly on willpower alone. Remember, anytime you want to take a trip, we're gonna need a full load of those ultrasight battery cells to power this beauty. If you need more, check with those busybodies downstairs you got this batch from. There's always something they need every day. I'll be here when you're ready to go. Look who's back! You better believe it. There was this one time I took potshots at a UFO with a pistol out the window of a seaplane. Big, glowing thing, keeping pace right alongside us. Must have fired the whole magazine. Co-pilot's yelling at me, and suddenly, I'm just blind. They had to take over and guide us home. Vision came back later that day. Now, my co-pilot said I was just drunk and started trying to fight the sun, but alien mind control lasers is my bet. Yep. I like to be up here to stay with her. It's been a long time since I had a working bird. I don't want anybody messing with her. One of the responders said they saw a spaceman the other day. Little gray dude. Aliens, you know? Hell, I saw crap above the clouds you'd never believe, even before the war. Tic-tacs, cigars, discs, stuff that moved like nothing we had. No way we're alone. Believe it. Yeah. Come to admire the bird? Hell yeah, I can. This vertebrate's an odd duck. Never lost my color. Look who's back! fresh air. The best.
On? Hey, I'm Hack, leader of the local 42, a union cell in the area. It said that you're coming to help. Maybe with you here we can finally pull off a raid on the fanatics occupying our boundary. So first, well, meet me on the ground and I'll fill you in.
Come back safe, huh?
Hey! Over here! So you're the one Skippy sent, yeah? I'm Hex, leader of the Union's Local 42. We spoke on the radio as you flew in. I was meeting an informant of ours in the area, only it didn't go so hot. My spy's dead, and I nearly bit the bullet with them. Now this place is crawling with manhunters out to get me. Listen, I need to get to base and get patched up. Since you're here to help, think you could take out those hunters for me? And get a little revenge? Yeah, a fanatic hit squad. They're some of the fiercest fighters those raiders have. They send them out to pick off high-value targets. Like me. The fanatics think they own this place and everyone in it. They're raiders, tyrants, and more. Used to be just a bunch of small gangs who couldn't do any real damage by themselves. Until some great leader showed up and united them. Life in the pit's never been the same since. Well, that's the funny thing. We know they have one. At least they say they do. But we have no idea who they really are. Nobody does. I'm not even sure the people at the top know who really runs the show. I have to admit, it's savvy of them. You'd better believe we'd be hunting their leaders down if we knew who the hell they were. They'd do the same to me. What's that supposed to mean? I don't know what kind of utopia you think you came from, but from what I've heard, Appalachia's got plenty of problems of its own. Nukes all over. Monsters with green crystals growing out of their skin. This place may have thick air and rads out the ass, but it's home. And once we beat the fanatics, we're gonna make it better than it ever was. That much, I can promise. Hate's not a strong enough word. Those jagoffs have their minds set on making this place a living hell for everyone outside their little cabal. We have to take it back. No hesitation, no mercy. Not for them. Huh. Looks like the fanatics have posted assassins all over town. They're out targeting me and our other leaders. Hunt them down and take them out. That should let us move freely again. Alright, I need to get moving. Give them hell and show no mercy. Let's talk again when you're through.
Okay, here we go. It's killing time. Enjoyed your short, beautiful life. The struggle is
Continued resistance is unlawful.
going dark.
I'll get you! Wasn't worth it, boss.
Commencing attack on hostile.
I'll get you!
Horror.
No fight or flight here. Only fight and die. Single word or satisfied establishment.
Let's get this done. Fight hard. They could be crawling anywhere. Watch out. You think that hurts? Was it worth it, boss?
Hostile target detected.
You might not. You'll never kill us all!
Secure.
feel it. Pain. Nothing.
What the? Something's here. Get out of the way! It's gonna
Protect.
Sacrifice for the cause!
For the cause!
Shit! I'll get you for that!
Isn't that hurt?
You think you got me? You didn't get me! Pain is nothing! Hold up my arm and...
Those hunters are out of the picture. Good riddance. Head on over to our base in the pen and we can talk about what comes next. Let him through. They're with me.
Take the fight to the fanatics. But how? You a merc or something?
Won't give in. Fanatics.
That's our foundry. Ours. Hey. Hey, spare a few caps.
Hello. Don't fall for that act. They don't need the cash. They're just playing you.
Thank you. You have a big heart.
Best
Unbelievable.
defense is a good offense.
Low reds today.
Another rambler, huh?
I'll admit, I had my doubts about getting outside help. But you really showed up out there. Makes me feel better about sending you inside the foundry. The place is crawling with fanatics. It's like a pest infestation, but worse. Pests don't kidnap our people. They're rounding up anyone who can't defend themselves, forcing them to do manual labor. If I had it my way, I'd give them all a molten hot taste of their own... Sorry, I didn't mean to get carried away. The foundry was what it sounds like, a metal foundry. Before the war, it made steel products. After the war, it became a Union base, the home of the local 42. That is, until Bloody Thursday, when we lost it to the fanatics. Now it's a fanatic base, a fortress they're using to wipe us out, bit by bit. The pen? It's a Union base. A temporary one, at least. By now, the fanatics hold most of the better secured areas in the pit. You and I do our jobs well, then someday we can move next door, into the foundry. Don't let us down, yeah? What? You come soaring in on your fancy vertibird, knock down a few goons, and expect a standing ovation? Me and my fighters have been out here for years trying to keep this place under control. Most of us were hardly more than children when we started. You ever wake up to your best friend's hands around your throat because rad exposure has cooked their brain? To know who they were anymore, could feel anything besides the bloodthirst. I'm glad you're here to help, but I don't expect outsiders to do well here. You surprised me is all. Thought you'd never ask. We have people on the inside telling us the fanatics are planning something big. If we can steal their detailed plans, that will be a big help in the coming fight. Get inside, find their safes, crack them open, and snatch those plans for me. Thanks for doing this for us. Your raid will give us some time to collect ourselves. Get back on our feet. Before you head out, you might want to talk to our guy Wicker. Heard he needed help with some things that he can't see to himself. Watch yourself in there. We'll hold the fort and make sure no surprises head your way. Good luck.
Hey, name's Wicker. You look like a new face to me. What can I do for you, new face? Yeah, if you're up for it. I could always use more pure cast steel ingots. We've also had a supply cache stolen by the fanatics. Taking that back would be huge. Fanatics are always looking for ways to make our lives hell. Stealing our stuff is a favorite tactic. They have control over most of the city now, so none of our caravans or storehouses are truly safe. That means we lose supplies to their daily raids all the time. One of our storehouses got hit recently. We know the raiders are keeping what they stole inside the foundry, but we don't have the means to recover them. If you could get those supplies back for us, it would mean a lot. This here is the Steel City. Or, used to be, anyway. Steel is one thing that's everywhere. But we're racing the fanatics to get our hands on the good stuff. See, pure cast pre-war steel with no impurities is worth its weight in gold to us. And it's just lying around out there waiting to be picked up. Bring me some of that steel, and you'll have my gratitude, and the rest of the Unions. It'll keep us alive another day. Thank you. Sincerely.
There's fanatics out there just waiting to have their death wish answered.
Hey, you got time to help me out here?
We can't let them win. We have to fight back.
We have some people on the inside telling us the fanatics are planning something big. If we can steal their detailed plans, that will be a big help in the coming battles. Take a look for safes, crack them open, and snatch those plans for me.
You might not like
Enjoy.
We're prepping our last assault against these two resistance. Overwhelming force. Be ready. It'll all go down soon.
Before it starts.
Kill us all!
Attention. This is now a combat zone. You may suffer harm.
Something's lurking. Feel it. More?
If you remain in the area. This notice required by law. Please clear the area until protect and serve.
When will it start? It's burning. When will it start?
I'm getting a bad feeling.
One of those things.
Fugitive is attempting to evade capture. Beginning pursuit.
This'll be over.
Let's get going. I got me. Weak fall. The strong survive. Struggle.
fanatics are using the Foundry's crucibles to brew up toxic chems to use in their weapons. Those weapons are aimed at us. We need to sabotage those chem vats. Find something you can chuck in there to ruin their supply. I'm sure they have barrels of who knows what that will do the trick. The Foundry fanatics won't mess with us again anytime soon. You're a hero, pal. You brought us the time we need to regroup and live another day. Head on back to the pen for a debrief, but don't let your guard down. Never let your guard down. Hey, just wanted to... What the hell is that? You better get back here. Fast!
Another day. Going dark.
Taken by surprise. Damn it. This wasn't the victory toast I imagined. We lost some good people to those things. Look, I hope you don't feel responsible. This happened on my watch. It's on me. I suppose you're leaving now, aren't you? We don't say stuff like that around here. At least I don't. To pretend that losing people isn't just a fact of life, it'd only make things worse. Wendigos? You mean those things that eat people? I don't think so. Aren't those just a legend? The old hands did used to talk about things like them. Boogeymen that crawled around the foundry, taking people in the dark. They had a name, but I don't remember it. Whatever they are, they die. And that means we can fight them. Not that I'm looking forward to more of that.
Hey. What can I do for you? Thank you. You didn't have to go through with this after what happened. I appreciate it. Thank you. You didn't have to go through. Not at all. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Where did you learn your manners? You never ask a man about his name. It just isn't done. Yep. Oh, a little of this, a little of that. Anything. Later.
Still need something? Right. Hey, you did a lot for us today. Your raid on the Foundry saved us big time. The fanatics would have hit us soon in the worst way. But you bought us some time to regroup. Someday we'll have the muscle to retake our home. I really believe that. Maybe you'll even be there to see it. Until then, we'll keep fighting. And
never forgive those bastards.
Can't let them win. We have to fight back.
Hey.
No end to this fight.
They got a good use for this.
You ready to get airborne? Hop in and I'll fire her up.
There's times you gotta accept the cards you were dealt and learn to make the best.
I'm all ears. Figuratively, that is.
Need a fresh face to snap a photo. Somebody they won't see coming. Hey, stranger. Over here. Act casual. Like we don't know each other. Perfect. You're a natural. Listen. We got a problem here at the hotel. Big problem. Only everyone else is too naive or clueless to read the signs. We've been hoodwinked, infiltrated, got an imposter among us. It looks like us, it talks like us, but it ain't us. Exactly what I said. We've got an imposter here at the White Spring Hotel. Look, I'll cut to the chase. Someone in this hotel ain't what they appear to be, and it's up to us to stop them. Okay, listen up. I've got my suspicions about who it is, but I can't go to the higher-ups without proof. That's why I need your help. You gotta sneak up on him and snap a photo.
If you hang around those raiders, I would not want to do with you.
I was out scavenging for food earlier. I only got attacked by Scorched once.
Need anything? Oh, these robots sure make my job easier.
I'd love to be a senior scribe someday.
Hey, stranger. Act casual. Like we don't. Perfect. Listen, we've been hood. Exactly. Look. Okay, that's why I need your... Good. Not a moment too soon. The suspect is wearing an old hazmat suit. You'll find them loitering around the hotel. Remember, don't try to talk to them. The cuckoo egg is cracked. That's the password. I'll need to confirm it's really you. Get that photo.
Considering all the places I could have
White
ended
Spring
up,
is fabulous this time of year.
I've never felt safer.
If you need a bed for the night.
There's no problem too big to solve.
Do you ever wonder where Giuseppe gets all his curios from?
You'd think with all of that tinkering Skippy does, that he'd have come up with something
You'd think
more
with all that
medicinal.
tinkering Skippy does, that he'd have come up with something more medicinal.
Like what you see? Take a picture, it'll last longer. Oh.
I was out scavenging for food earlier. Only got attacked by Scorched once.
Ellison would put
Orlando
as
was
much work
very
into the
charming.
refuge as...
Stop right there. It's really you. You got the photo? Mm-hmm. I see. This is it. Look at those shifty eyes. Definitely up to something. Finally, honest-to-God proof. Orlando will have to believe me now. You did good out there. Nice to work with someone I can trust. Take this. Don't contact me. If I need you again, I'll be in touch.
A safe haven
Stressed?
filled with people
Yeah,
trying to help others? It feels like I died and gone to heaven.
This place is a little too cushy.
Let me guess. You're working for that tin head? You know, the nut job with tinfoil wrapped around their noggin. Look, I don't know why old tin head has got it out for me. I've tried being friendly, I've tried ignoring them, but they just won't give up. Go ahead, snap my photo. I really don't care. And, say hi to tin head for me. Say hi to tin head for me.
Only Ellison would put as much work into the refuge as he does into the Brotherhood. He utterly destroyed the fanatics by now. Sometimes I just check out. I heard there's some monsters in the pit that'll give you a run for your caps.
Always a pleasure when you come to visit. How can the White Spring help you today? I'll be delighted to explain what I can. Oh, a bit of this, a bit of that, whatever they require. As you might imagine, the state of things prevents them from much travel. I go where they need me to go and see to what affairs they see fit. In this case, the White Spring itself and the refuge. Think of me as a concierge, my dear. I'm here to improve your experience in whatever way you require. My role as liaison is to facilitate the needs of the responders and our guests and speak for the interests of management. That sounds terribly formal, I know, but in practical terms, it means I do what I can to keep the White Spring livable and support the refuge. I oversee the robotic staff to attend to the former, and in the latter case, I arrange for the disbursement of resources from management. Food, medicine, materials. Management has considerable resources, which they are happy to do. Of course. Certainly. But of course, the White... However, a charming man with a discerning eye. I believe the...
Thanks. Now never mention it again.
I think I heard a projectron walk the other day. Am I going crazy?
My friends didn't want to join up with me. Except the responder said.
Feeling fruity? Try Nuka cherry, grape, or orange. Nothing cleans the gears like an ice-cold Nuka-Cola.
much? It's about all that keeps me sane these days.
Exclusive to the White Spring, early release bottles of the newest cola sensation, Nuka-Cola Quantum.
Damn, that blood looks. Need anything? It's like green, tiny.
Oh, hey there. Nice. Oh, aren't you kind? You've done.
I heard a bunch of nerds arguing over comic book heroes yesterday. Aren't there more important things to worry about?
With all these supplies, we could really do some good trading with the White Spring.
It's been sunny all week. I love it here. How are the folks at Foundation doing?
I got a valuable threat from Orlando the other day. Welcome to the White...
Sir?
Artisan's Corner has everything you need to make your next survival project a success.
Sir?
May I be of assistance? At your service, sir.
Thing on? Hey, I'm Hat, leader of the local 42, a union cell in the area. Skippy said that you're coming to help. Maybe with you here we can finally pull off a raid on the fanatics occupying our boundary. So first, well, meet me on the ground and I'll fill you in.
Hey, this way. So you're the one Skippy sent, yeah? I'm Hex, leader of the Union's Local 42. I've been doing the rounds. Just got word that I have another spy to meet elsewhere in this. Looks like I can really guess. I suppose
Stop. Something's lurking. I can feel it. Going dark.
Approach and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed.
You think that hurts?
This is why I joined up.
won't hurt. Going dark.
Those supplies will help replace what was stolen. That's a relief. Head back to the pen and we can talk about hitting the foundry next. Let him through. They're with me.
There's fanatics out there just waiting to have their death chance.
Good luck out there. You'll need it.
So, about that personal space.
Hey.
I'll admit, I had my doubts about getting... Makes me feel better about sending you in... It's like a pest infestation. Thought you'd never... The foundry used to be ours, you know. The old hands hid caches. We still have tracking signals. Thanks for doing this for us.
Never forgive those bastards.
Before you head out, you watch yourself in there. Well,
damn.
Ready to get this ball rolling or what?
Hey, you got here.
Best defense is a good offense.
Hey, name's Wicker. You look like a new face to me. What can I do for you, new... Yeah, if you're up for it. I could always use more... It'll keep us alive another day.
Ours.
You, found me some ingots yet, new face?
Fight to the fanatics. But how?
your hands on our spies' dead drops before the fanatics dig them up. Tune into our signal and track them down. Fanatics have no idea how to really work the foundry. Instead of steel, they're putting out chemical weapons from a makeshift lab and hoppers. And you can melt down what they've already got and make sure they can't use any more. Even if they do manage to keep the foundry today, halting production would strike a huge blow. Get in there and find a way to wreck that equipment. I'll radio with more instructions. Whatever we can to trash that chem lab. I have a few ideas. There should be plenty of chemical contaminant lying around to pour into the weapons stockpile. The factory should also be storing sealing agent, which you can use to gum up the distribution station. And the workers there will have unstable mixtures you can add to the testing vat to ruin any R&D they have going.
Something's watching. Okay, here we go. It's killing time. You'll never kill us all!
The Foundry fanatics won't mess with us again anytime soon. You're a hero, pal. You brought us the time to regroup and today. Head on back to the pen for a debrief, but don't let your guard down. Never let your guard down. Hey, just wanted to... What the hell is that? better get back here. Fast!
You still want to talk, huh? Thank you. You didn't have to go through with this after what happened. Thank you.
Hello. Fighting the fight.
Later, I hope.
I won't give in. Not to the fanatics. Not to this place. Not to anything.
We were taken by surprise. Damn it. At least we didn't lose anyone. That's incredible. Right. Hey, you did a lot for us today. Your raid on the Foundry saved us. Someday we'll have the muscle of it. Until then... Bird's not gonna wait forever.
Serve and protect.
unstoppable monster human. More will help. More.
Clean up this. Fix that. It never seems to end.